What's up, Scorpio? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright guys, so this is your mid-month spread. This will be for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this will be from January. This will be from December 15th to January 15th, okay? So let's see what is going on for the lovely sign of Scorpio. From December 15th to January 15th, what is happening with the sign of Scorpio? All right, guys, let's see what's up. Oop. I might need those. Okay. Interesting. Okay, guys. So the energy that we have here for this reading is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So some of you could be dealing with an air sign, okay, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. If not, either there's someone who's very reckless in your life, or you're being very reckless at the current moment, okay? The Knight of Swords is naturally the fastest moving knight, okay? But when you put him in the reverse, he or she is acting very, very quickly. They're not putting thoughts into what they do. And, you know, when we do things, you know, very rash and just not thinking about it, we can cause problems, okay? This is someone who runs into battle, you know, wanting to fight somebody, but then they realize they forgot, you know, their sword, okay? They forgot the stuff that they were going to fight with. So it could be your energy, it could be someone else's. And there seems to be something that you guys are waiting on or being patient with. And you may be dealing with someone who has secrets. Maybe you guys are the ones that have secrets, but there's something that you guys have in your life right now that you may need to take out. So let's look at this and see how this is going to go down. The first card that you guys have for your past is the Justice card. Okay, so with the Justice card, you know, this is balance coming back into your life. This could be you guys getting, you know, a desired outcome in terms of court or legal proceedings. This could be you guys, you know, just dealing with a karmic situation. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, okay? So it could have been a karmic situation that left you feeling very unbalanced and feeling very unhappy, okay? Something in your life that just had to teach you something. Now, I don't know why, but every time I see the Queen of Wands, I always think Scorpio. And I know that it's for, you know, it's for fire signs, but every Scorpio, you know, that I know can be so fiery, especially when they're pissed off. So we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, which could be you guys passionately angry with the turnout of this. Or you could have been dealing with, you know, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius who was that way. But there's a choice that you had to make, okay? Because you guys were in a situation where your judgment may have been clouded, and maybe it was a job, maybe it was a relationship, but you just weren't seeing eye to eye with this person. You know, there's somebody here that just wasn't being appreciated the way that they had to be. And I see you guys just, you know, seeing it for what it is and letting it go because it was just something that caused too much conflict. It was something that was too unconventional, okay? Now, the next card we have for your past is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So this could be you guys out having fun, you know, talking to a lot of people, because this is a card about promiscuity. But at the very least, this is going to be someone who's very emotionally unstable, okay? And we have the Nine of Swords, where there's this big sense of instability here, and you guys are really in your heads about it. You know, you guys were worried about it. You guys were losing sleep at night. You guys were thinking all these thoughts that probably didn't even, you know, or thinking of all these scenarios that didn't even exist, but it's all in your head. And we have the Tower card. Whatever it was here that happened, whatever karmic situation this was that made you unhappy, it really, really changed your life, okay? It really, really woke you up in a sense, I feel. And there's just a lot of arguing here. There's a lot of competition, a lot of back and forth, a lot of pettiness. But, you know, with you guys choosing to walk away from what this was, it was a victory, okay? Whether or not you feel that it was a victory. So the last card for the past is the Three of Wands. So in this case, I feel that you guys are just turning your back on this, you know, looking out, wanting to expand, wanting to go towards things that are going to be beneficial for you. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So by you turning your back, you know, there's a lot more that you have to gain here. You know, it could have brought money back in. It could have brought, you know, just happiness and mental stability back in. But there were secrets here. Okay, and it's secrets that came out which could have caused you guys to just reject the situation, or maybe for some of you it was your secret, because we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse and you had no choice but to turn your back. Okay, but with the Five of Pentacles, somebody's rejecting someone. Okay, and I feel that this is a situation that at one point made you guys feel very, very stable, and you or a person that you may have been, you know, dealing with is really pissed off that things didn't work out to its fullest extent. Okay, some of you could have been dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn as well. Now, in your present moment, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. So you guys are unsure of which path you want to take. You know, you're very lost here. And with the King of Cups, I feel that you guys, you know, are coming back into your power. You're just unsure of how to move forward. Okay, because you feel a bit debilitated by the situation that you had to deal with. And, you know, you're definitely in a time of transition. But transitioning sometimes could be, you know, an unpleasant feeling, something that just makes you feel unstable. Okay, but with this transition, with this sense of instability, the main part is that you're removing yourself from what was a toxic situation, whether you guys were at fault or somebody else was at fault. But we all know it takes two to tango. Okay, and we have the Empress in the reverse. So you feel unstable with it, but there's something that you guys may have wanted to move forward with, but it's just not going to happen here. Okay, and it's something that you may still be standing your ground on. But with the Nine of Wands, there's going to be this sense of exhaustion. There's going to be you guys questioning yourself, you know, do I give up? Do I move on? Because you're feeling a loss, you know, in the present moment because of this. Why is this Five of Cups here? We have the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, you could be feeling a loss over a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or it could just be someone that you were extremely passionate about. Okay, somebody that you really, really wished for, or a situation that you wished for here with the Star card. Okay, I have fire and I have earth that keeps popping up. Okay, so could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, guys? But, you know, I can see why this is hard for you guys to move away from, because it's something that I feel you deeply desired. But I also feel that it's the type of situation where, you know, we have to be careful what we wish for. Okay, because although it's something that made you very happy, okay, you're in a place of indecision where this person may have withdrawn themselves, or maybe you did, due to secrets. Okay, and now you're releasing a huge burden. And look, with the Wheel of Fortune, the cards are saying you're going in a better direction by letting this thing go. Okay, so don't be afraid of initial pain when it comes to getting over a person or a situation. Get through that pain, you know, and worry about what's going to be best for your future self. Okay, so just deal with the pain now, rip that band-aid off now. In the future, the first card that we have here is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So this could be you guys reaching out to an ex, or an ex reaching out to you, or just somebody that you were very emotionally invested in that you had to leave behind for a while. Okay, and this is going to be something that causes a lot of conflict. Okay, and with the Three of Pentacles, you're not going to be seeing eye to eye on things. You guys aren't going to have the same, you know, goals, or the same way to go about your goals. Okay, so especially if this is the person that you're dealing with, and I don't want to get back to the Scorpio. I feel like this is something we dealt with a few months ago, and I thought that we were over it. Okay, but if you have this ex coming back in, and it's the ex that we've been talking about for the past few months, you got to let that go, because it's not going to serve you. And, you know, how many times do you have to have somebody upset you before you realize that they're not going to stop upsetting you? Okay. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse, where there's an offer that you accept. And for the love of God, I hope it's not with this past person that's been putting you through pain. Okay, the Magician, something that you were trying to manifest, something that you accept here, or that you give an offer and somebody else accepts it. Okay, I feel that you guys are being asked to take an offer, or you're asking someone else to take an offer, but with the Two of Swords, you're undecided. Okay, because you know that it might not be the best thing for you. Okay, and you're tired, and you're guarded, and there's arguments, and you know this. Okay, with the High Priestess, you're fully aware. So at this point, if you're fully aware that this person is going to put you through shit, it's masochism at this point. Okay, so that's something that you guys have to realize. You know, there's a certain point where we have to become responsible for the pain that's in our lives, and we have to ask ourselves, what can we do? You know, you can only get mad at a person once or twice. You know, if you do it once, you know, shame on you. If you do it twice, shame on me. Okay? But if someone has done something to you more than once or twice, and they're telling you, oh, baby, I'm going to stop, or, you know, just whatever the situation is, oh, I'll stop, oh, this is going to end, and they keep doing it, at that point, what are you? You know, are you a human being with feelings, or are you a doormat? Okay? Don't let people walk over you like that. Listen to their actions as opposed to their words. Words mean nothing nowadays. You have to really, you know, scope the person out. And if they're acting a way that contradicts what they're saying, which one are you going to listen to? You got to listen to what they're doing, okay, not what they're saying. And we have the Chariot in the reverse. So if you guys do accept this offer, I see it spiraling out of control, all right? And it's something that's going to make you feel stuck, and it's going to put you in limbo. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse, there's going to be nothing but arguing, nothing but passionate arguing where you're talking to this person and you end up walking away anyways. And with the King of Swords here, you know, it's like you're really just cutting this person out, and I definitely see a fallout, okay? But after this fallout, there is a new start that comes in. This could be a new job. This could be, you know, a new relationship. And with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it's not going to be something that you jump headfirst into, but it's something that's going to make you guys feel really good in this time of, you know, discomfort and dissatisfaction. Okay? So, you know, Scorpio, my best advice to you guys right now is you got to be a little selfish, okay? And you have to ask yourself, what's going to be the best for me? Okay? You guys are naturally very, very giving people. When you guys love, you know, it's funny because the opposite side of you, and I was just talking about this with someone, but it's, you know, it's Taurus. And I feel that Taurus and Scorpio, they have that similarity, that the love of a Scorpio and a Taurus, I just feel like you'll never forget it. Okay, whether it was good or whether it was bad, it's just, it's something that's extremely memorable. Okay, because these are two signs that love really, really hard. So, yeah, things might be uncomfortable because you're so invested in a situation, but you have to ask yourself, was it the best for you? And is it something that's really going to help you to move forward in a positive way? Okay? So you guys have to think, you know, because what I was saying before is that you guys are naturally very giving. You guys are naturally, you know, you want to just put out the red carpet for your partner or for other people that really mean a lot to you. But it's okay to, you know, make sure things are good for you first. Okay, the example I always use is, you know, if you're on a plane and it's falling, okay, they always say, put the thing on your mouth first. If you can't breathe, how can you help the person next to you breathe? And right now, I feel like you guys are drowning in the situation. You're drowning with this person or with this job or with this boss or with this, you know, whoever it is. It's not someone who's in alignment with you. It's somebody who's throwing you off too much. And it doesn't matter if you guys are the bad ones or if they are the bad ones. You just have to realize that when bad things happen between two people or within a group of people, it's because the vibes aren't the same, guys. It's because it's not meant to be there. Because things that are meant to be in your life, you're just going to naturally just fall into it. Okay? And it's just going to work. It's just going to make sense. So if you're constantly pushing and pushing and pushing, you know, at this point, you guys are beating a dead horse. Okay? And I feel that, you know, for a lot of you, this is going to be someone that we've spoken about in the past. Okay? So what makes you think that they're going to be any different? Sometimes a lot of people, what they want is control over a situation, not so much to invest themselves in a situation. So you have to ask yourself, does this person want to be back in my life because they truly love me and they truly learn from their mistakes? Or are they uncomfortable with the fact that I haven't been giving into them as I have in the past? Okay, and now they want that power over me again. Don't ever give your power away. Now, let's see what the Oracle cards have for you. Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. And let's see what directions, you know, Scorpio needs to go in. Give me some cards of advice for the sign of Scorpio from December 15th to January 15th. What is going on with the sign of Scorpio from, whoop, here we go. Music, harmony. This is exactly what I was just talking about. I'll read the advice portion, but this is such a beautiful card. Let's see where this is at. All right. This is a time of considerable harmony for you, one where the various elements in your life are flowing together smoothly. Just as in musical harmony, it is the interface of these elements that merge into a cycle of symmetry and balance that evokes feelings of harmony. The challenge is to sustain this inner accord even when there's considerable dissonance outside of your own mind, heart, and body. Note the sensations, emotions, and thoughts that you experience when everything seems to be moving along well. Take 3 deep breaths and let your breathing be the anchor that reminds you of this state of consciousness. Whenever you perceive chaos around you, know that it is a mirror of your inner turmoil. When you recognize this, take 3 or more breaths to bring forth the memory of those moments when your life was like a symphony. Then every time you exhale, you are releasing the energy of your internal state of harmony into the world, and it will have amazing effects. Okay, so this is, it's just coming off of what I said where, things should just flow naturally in your lives. Now, Scorpio, something that I think is really, really important that we have to understand is when we're caught up in a situation for so long, especially if it's a very toxic situation, we tend to think that the things we go through are kind of normal because it's an everyday thing for us. And it's just like, oh, yeah, he did that, or yeah, she did that, but she loves me, but he loves me. Okay? And you really have to take a step back. And I know it's hard to do, especially if you've been involved in something toxic for a long time. But you have to learn that things don't have to be that complicated. Love shouldn't have to hurt that much. You shouldn't have to be, in a situation where people are going to disrespect you or they're going to put you down. Okay? Just from personal experience, guys, when I got out of a really bad situation, and that's why I can't talk shit, because it took me like a good 2-3 years to get myself out of something that, 3 months in, I knew it was terrible for me, but I stayed. When I got out of that, I had to relearn how to love. Okay? I had to unlearn all my bad habits. Okay? And you don't realize how powerful it is, and you don't realize how much that sticks to you. But the moment I realized, shit, there's a lot that I need to unlearn, and I need to learn how to be normal again, is when, I was in an argument, and, the person that I was arguing with, and this is somebody, after that situation, they went like this. But just, you know how we talk and we get excited and our hands go up? And what did I do? I ducked. I thought that I was going to get hit. And then that's when, the whole entire argument just stopped, and they're like, oh my God, Lissette, I would never hit you. And it's just like, oh my God, I thought that that was normal. I thought that going through abuse and being in bad situations was normal because it was all that I had known for years. And you have to really just take time to unlearn these bad habits, but you're never ever going to unlearn them if you don't get away from them, if you don't let them fall. How can your life get better if you have the same people in it that are causing you stress? It's impossible. It's insanity. Okay? If you feel like things are going wrong, if you feel like you can't get that job you wanted, or you can't attract the person that you want, or you can't, move forward with this idea that you had, that means that you guys have to backtrack. And there's something that's going on in your life, in your world, that it's making you feel that way. And that shit sucks. That shit really, really sucks, for someone to have that sort of hold on you. So you guys have to be really, really strong, and you have to tell yourselves, like, enough is enough. This is just a situation that's not going to work for me, and I'm not going to let you tear me down anymore. Okay? And I say this all the time, guys. When you have someone that's that heavily negative in your life, it's going to affect every aspect of your life. There's no such thing as, and this is just an example, there's no such thing as being in an abusive relationship and then, being the top CEO at your job. It's not going to go into alignment. Okay, if there's unhealthiness here, there's going to be unhealthiness here. It's in every aspect. You can't choose to be a genius here and then, deal with the shitty situation. It's just there's going to be that middle point. Okay, and when you're dealing with people who are at a very low and you're trying to be up here, you're going to have to meet at the average point. And so you're settling for this when you could have been here. Okay, when you could have elevated yourself to here. All right, so you guys have to make sure that you're taking those things out of your life. If you feel like things are going bad, it's probably because you have a very toxic energy in your life. And we also have to be mature enough to think, am I that toxic energy? Am I causing this? Okay? And, you know, it's funny because I'm young, guys. I'm 27 years old. But I was talking to someone, and, man, I've been wanting to say my thoughts to this person for so long, but I bit my tongue and I bit my tongue and I bit my tongue. So they're much older than me, okay? Almost to their 60s, and they just keep having so much trouble in their love life. And I'm like, oh, I hate this person because they did this and they did that and they did this and then they did that. And it was so many failed relationships. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. And, you know, I had a little bit of tequila, so that definitely helped me, you know, say this to them. But I'm just like, I'm sorry, but what was the common denominator in all of your relationships? You. Okay, so do you mean to convince me that these 10, 12, 15 people that you tried dating, you know, they were all awful people? So you have to, I'm not saying that you guys are the bad person, okay? But you have to decipher what is the problem. And if you're the problem, own up to it, okay? And decide that you want to change. Change isn't, you know, a sort of process that we have to like fight for. Change can literally happen from one morning to the next. Just decide that you don't want to deal with that bullshit anymore. Decide that you want to move forward. Decide that you want, you know, better for yourself. But don't expect to have this beautiful, marvelous life when you have that. It just, the energies it's not going to mix, okay? And I've said it in the past that bad attracts bad. Negative attracts negative, okay? So you can't have something negative and expect a high positive. It just doesn't work like that. That's why I'm so strong, and that's why I call this channel High Vibrations, because you're not going to get anything high if you're dealing with lows, okay? And we all have low moments in our life, but again, it's all about how you pick yourself up after that low moment. If people in the past have done things to you that show through their actions that they're not for you, listen to that and stop going back to that, okay? Whew. I love you guys, and, you know, I have so many Scorpios in my life, so that's why I feel like this, like, come on, you know, wake up, guys, wake up, because you guys are awesome, all right? And there's a lot that you guys could do. Just the passion that you guys naturally have within yourselves, it could change the world. You know, it could start a huge movement, okay? I even had, you know, someone say, you know, Scorpios, they can't do things. They're just, they have to evolve on, you know, an emotional level. That's fucking bullshit, okay? If you're showing emotions, if you're strong, if you're going through things, you know, that shows strength. If you're able to cry in a situation, it's not because you're weak, it's because you're strong. You're strong enough to realize your emotions and not suppress it, okay? So take that passion that you have and put it into something good and stop giving it to people who are going to drain you, all right? Promise me, Scorpio, you're not going to go back to this bullshit, especially going into the new year, guys. I want you to really go in with a bang, all right? I love you guys so much. Now, if there's a personal reading that you guys do want to get, all the description, all of the information is in the description below. Just read through it. I have emergency readings. You could either email, or you could call or text me on an app called InstantGo. It's only for iPhone users. I'll definitely make an announcement when it comes out for Android. So yeah, that's instant. So it's going to be the same as like an emergency reading because it's same day, but you guys could ask me questions on there also. And it's the same as, you know, getting a regular question and sending it to my email. But yeah, I'll answer it on the spot. If you guys have any questions in terms of like, hey, is this person cheating, or hey, is this happening, I answer all of those things same day, okay? Now the wait time, like I said, is 3 to 5 days. So if you can wait the 3 to 5 days, go with that option. I record the videos and then I send them to you. You guys will always have that link, okay? A lot of you, I know that you want to do like Skype sessions or phone calls. I only do that if it's at least an hour or more. The only exception is if you call me through that app. Then I will pick up, and it doesn't matter how long, you know, we talk, because it kind of covers my number and all that stuff just to protect me. But yeah, if you guys do want, you know, a face-to-face Skype session, you have to purchase an hour or more, okay? Just because my schedule, I don't want things to get crazy. So I love you guys so much. Be kind to yourselves, be loving to yourselves, and go into this new year with strength, okay? Because you guys have it. Just tap into it. I love you. Take care.